Y'all are just like her. Y'all are just like Adrienne Slays. Variety Adrienne Slays is back. Y'all are just like her. A nomadic 52-year-old black woman. Now, because Adrienne Slays Variety is back, and because she's a controversial YouTuber, I can hear the chorus. I ain't like her. I don't live in no van. I don't live in no attic. I ain't no cougar. I can hear all the chorus, y'all. I can hear y'all. However, because we live in a world full of housing instability and high rents, this causes many of you to have different living situations. This might be house sitting, couch surfing. You might be living with somebody or somebody living with you. You might be living in a hotel, a motel, a van like me. Or you might be working a second job. You might be getting help, yada, 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 yada. And let me back up. I live in a van and I have a renter room, and it's by choice. I am unhoused. Now, before I get into Adrienne's story, I'm going to tell y'all about some stuff that has broken out on some of these tea channels. I made another video about it, in fact. So I'll put it in the description so you can be sure to watch it. Now back to Adrienne. Adrienne's story of starting over 50, she started over multiple times, resonates with me and maybe some of you too, whether you like her or not. Before we dive deep, let me introduce myself. I'm Blessed, also known as Frankie, and some of y'all is blessed, but some of y'all is messy. I didn't have nothing of a picture but my Halloween costume, what you seen in that picture. In this video, we're going to focus on the housing challenges faced by black women, and in future videos, we may focus on other things that makes up who is Adrienne Slays is back. We all are Adrienne Slays. We have relationship issues, mental health issues, housing issues, family issues, transportation issues, black woman issues, middle-aged woman issues, over 40, over 50, over 60 issues, content creation issues. Here I am showing Adrienne showing off her boat, and I'm going to show her as she gives her boat tour, and as she gives her boat tour, I think it's only appropriate that we go back. Since I started watching Adrienne's channel, it's only appropriate that we go back through the 7 or 8 houses that I know she's had since, like I said, since I started back watching her channel. But then after I go through the houses, I'm going to get into the real issue, which is the rent is too dang high. The rent is too dang high. So the first house I saw when I came back to her channel, I'll call it the Lady of the Evening house. That's because didn't the owner accuse her of being having a lot of male callers, and she left the house because the management, the son of the owner, he was playing his music too loud, and the lady said she had a lot of men friends. Yeah, so that's why she said she left, because the owner's son was playing loud music. Y'all say she left because she ain't want to pay the rent. Y'all so messy. The next house I'm going to call the Ketchup Dog house. Y'all might recall when Adrienne first moved in, she said it was like a lot of dogs there. In a more recent video, she told the story. She said that these dogs just live there on their own. Like they ain't had no adult, they have no human owner. She said they were just dogs living there running wild. She said people would come by and feed them. But I'm going to call that the Ketchup house, because y'all remember Adrienne had her room. She had another person. There was another person there that was renting a room, and they had a shared bathroom. And on the day Adrienne left, the guy threw ketchup, or he threw French fries in the bathtub. And so, not to be outdone, honey, Miss Adrienne threw ketchup on top of the French fries, and she left. She left because she said that there were a lot of things wrong with the big house. Child, y'all say she left because she didn't want to pay the rent. Y'all so messy. I'll call the third house the attic house. She said her goddaughter came up in that room and took pity on her. She said her goddaughter had her nose turned up, didn't want to hug her. And I think because Adrienne used to complain about the attic being hot, and y'all know she had her cat Kitty, and because you're in such a closed space and it's hot, it might have smelled like urine. So Adrienne felt some type of way because of that situation, but she loves her goddaughter. And so she left that house because you know, she was hot there and she had hooked up with Rex and it was time to go. So she left because it was time to go and the attic was hot. Y'all say she left because she didn't want to pay the rent. Child, y'all is so messy. Y'all so messy. The next house we're going to talk about is Rex's house. We're going to talk about that as Adrienne continues to show off her yacht, baby. Okay, the next house was Rex's house, and it seemed really like a nice house in the daytime. Now at nighttime, that was another thing because it ain't had no electricity, and Miss Adrienne could not be there without no electricity, y'all. And so she went and had her job with her sister friend. She worked a couple of days, spent the night at her job, and she left. I remember Rex getting a generator, and you know that wasn't gonna work, and neither one of them could get the electricity in their name, so they left since they couldn't get the electricity in their name. Y'all say they left because they ain't want to pay the rent, and y'all is so messy. Y'all so messy. Don't y'all feel like as y'all watching Adrienne show off her yacht that it's like lifestyles of the rich and famous? Oh, her yacht, baby, her yacht. She got a yacht. She got a camper. Now let's get to the 5th, 6th, and 7th house. Okay, so that's not 8 houses. I'll call that the condo series. The condo series. So Adrienne moved into condo number 1. Now condo number 1, it wasn't clean, needed to be cleaned up, and it had some things that needed to be fixed. But Adrienne got her men over there, honey, and they got it cleaned up, and Adrienne had it looking good. But she left that condo because she said it was sold up under her. Y'all say she left because the rent was too high. Y'all so messy. The second condo, she had to get it cleaned again and all. Y'all said she didn't want to clean, all this kind of stuff. But she got her men to clean it, and she had it looking really nice. But the owner, see, she called it was like an owner or a fake manager. Maybe the person didn't really own it. She said she left because the person who was a fake manager and who didn't really own it had his daughter come live in there. But y'all say she left because the rent was too high. Y'all so messy. Y'all so messy. Y'all so messy. The next condo is a condo or apartment that she's still in now, and it's come a long way. She has decorated it and it's looking real good. It ain't looking as good as this yacht that she touring, baby, but it's coming along and it's looking really good, and she seems to be really happy. She seems like, because that's the 3rd one, I think it's the smallest of the condo units, so she can afford it, and hopefully this is where she's going to be. But y'all know Adrienne is nomadic. I think I'm the person who told Adrienne to get a van, mini camper van, and then she ended up getting a camper because when she was going through housing issues. I think I'm the one that left the comments. Now those who watch Adrienne, also known as the world turns, as Adrienne turns, because she got them juicy and messy storylines, honey, and it's entertaining, and I'm sure because her core audience keeps returning. Y'all say y'all so messy. Y'all say she don't do nothing or say nothing. Her content ain't nothing, but she running whole storylines, honey. Back in the day when there was General Hospital, this was before the reality shows like Atlanta Housewives and all of that, honey. You had to keep those storylines going, and she keep them storylines going. As of this recording, she's sick. She don't know what them Braxton gave her, so she keeping them storylines going. Now let's get back to a very serious issue. The rent is too high. Ooh, look at that kitchen, baby. That kitchen looking good. Adrienne puts her life on the internet like a lot of us content creators do, and when you put your life on the internet, people are gonna, as my mother calls it, pass their opinion. Just like when you watch the soap operas or the reality shows or whatever, you're gonna tell what you think happened next. You're gonna say stuff about people and things like that. Now let's talk about rents and housing instability. I do not think that's a laughing matter or a funny matter, especially as for Black women and Black children who need stable housing. The rents have continued to increase, and it's not cool, right? You shouldn't have to work in America. You should not have to work a second job, be looking tired, can't even keep yourself clean because you working a second and third job just to put a roof over you and your kids' head. That is not funny. And a lot of y'all, I've seen some, you know, we just recently came off a political election, and some people, not all, y'all sister queens, say, you know, I'm not political, but everything in life is political. The fact that these rents are going up, that's political. The poet Maya Angelou wrote, The ache for home lives in all of us, the safe place where we can go as we are and not be questioned. Adrienne always says she wants peace. I can relate to that. I want peace. Now, some of y'all might say, but she don't get nobody else peace. Y'all so messy. But we want peace, and everybody deserves to have a safe and affordable home. So even if you're not political, everything is political. And I'm not just talking about voting. Voting is just one aspect of politics. And don't get me started on this most recent election. But you have to keep searching for change. I know that's broad, and for me it means looking at land use policies in the state so you can park your vehicle on some land. Whatever the issue is, whether it's housing or whatever issue as it pertains to black women, we got to put our heads together and we have to come up with solutions. We owe it to each other. We owe it to our children. We owe it to our family. Let's stay strong. Let's stay strong, but it's also okay to be vulnerable and to be weak. But y'all, we winners. We winning. So I'll be coming back and making more videos about Miss Adrienne. I ain't the one. I'm 80% blessed and 20% messy. So don't expect a lot of messiness from me. If you want to leave comments, I welcome comments, but be adult about it. Don't call nobody no name or whatever like that. You can pass your opinion, as my mother calls it, but you can do that without name calling, right? So keep popping y'all. It's the bottom that's crowded. It's plenty of room for us all to win at the top. Let's keep winning. Let's keep winning, beautiful queens. And remember, stay blessed and stay blessed and stay blessed. Only be about 20% messy. Keep popping yo. Keep popping yo and stay blessed.